Pete, the Debt Doctor here. Now, if you're looking for the best debt collection agency in Auckland to recover your debts quickly, painlessly and affordably, and you don't want to get burned by the hidden traps, then this could well be the most important video you watch all year. Why? Well, of the 97 collection agencies in Auckland, and that number's growing, of the 97 agencies, frankly, not all are created equal. And if you get this wrong, if you pick the wrong collection agency, chances are you'll lose hundreds, thousands, and quite easily tens of thousands of dollars, both in lost collections as well as in predatory collection agency fees and commissions. And as if that's not enough, you also stand to lose a truckload of customers and waste your precious time, all of which is ultimately going to make you furious. However, what you probably don't know is that there are 3 insider secrets to finding an Auckland debt collection agency that, if you knew about, would save you a ton of money, as well as recover more of your debts faster, all without exposing you to the usual headaches and frustrations that so often go with debt collection. Now, while I could easily tell you which agencies to go with and which ones to steer well clear of, the fact of the matter is I'm biased. So rather than expect you to take my word for it, I've created this short video along with an accompanying debt collection agency dog and lemon guide, which pretty much covers finding the best debt collection agents in much more detail. So I've created this video and this report basically to empower you to quickly and accurately sort the diamonds from the dust. Now, armed with this insider knowledge, you'll cut through all the smoke and mirrors and reveal with unfailing accuracy exactly which agencies are going to burn you and which ones are going to serve you. Frankly, not knowing these 3 questions, it's just like playing Russian roulette with a 6-shooter that's loaded with 5 bullets. So in order of increasing importance, here then are the 3 all-revealing questions only a fool wouldn't ask a Auckland debt collection agency before picking one to recover their debts. So the first question you must ask a prospective debt collection agency is, do you guarantee collection of my debts, or do I shoulder all the risk? Now, you'll hear lots of agencies say no collection equals no commission. And while this might sound rosy on the surface, you need to understand that this is no guarantee of collection. In fact, it's actually an insult. You see, you're the one actually risking everything here. They'll still charge you an upfront fee for pursuing the debt, and they'll charge you that fee irrespective of whether or not they collect your debt. So not only do you end up with no money recovered, you also have to pay them for their inability to recover that money. So you end up losing twice, while they come out with money in their pockets. And they say it as if they're doing you a favour. And I say, phooey to them. What you really want is a guarantee that the money that you invest with the agency will actually bear a return in the form of a collected debt. Now, in a moment, I'm going to show you how to guarantee that your investment bears fruit in the form of a collection. Now, this little strategy alone will save you untold amounts of grief and frustration. With what I'm about to show you, you'll never have to risk a cent of your money chasing bad debts ever again. Okay, so that's pretty clear. Never deal with a collection agency that won't guarantee collection of your debts. Next, you'll want to ask them, do you have systems and processes for handling disputed debts? Or do you throw them back in my lap like a live grenade, even if the dispute is clearly a bogus attempt to get you off their back? Now make no mistake, this one's a biggie. With the current economic squeeze tightening its grip, bankruptcy and company liquidation rates are skyrocketing. And with desperate times calling for desperate measures, more and more debtors are resorting to dirty, underhanded tricks to get out of paying their bills. And without doubt, one of the dirtiest, most ruthless, and most powerful of such tactics is falsely disputing a debt. Now, if you have never had a debt falsely disputed in a desperate effort to get out of paying it, take it from me, Few things in business can be so physically, emotionally, and financially debilitating. Now, there's a piece of insider knowledge that professional debtors are very familiar with that you probably aren't. And that's the fact that almost without exception, whenever a debt collection agency is presented with a disputed debt, they'll throw that live grenade right back into your lap faster than you can say, "Holy cow, Batman!" And it really doesn't matter if the debtor's claim is legitimate or clearly bogus. Debt collection agencies don't care. They'll flat out refuse to pursue such debts. They know through hard experience just how expensive and time consuming it is to get in the middle of two parties disputing a debt. So focusing on their own commissions, such collection agencies view disputed debts as economically unviable. Hence, rather than helping you beat an obviously bogus dispute, they dispassionately leave you to sort it out for yourself. In your hour of greatest need, they abandon you, tossing you to the wolves. But trying to sort out a disputed debt on your own, even if it's blatantly fraudulent, is as financially crippling as it is emotionally infuriating. The legal costs alone can very rapidly dwarf the size of the unpaid account. That's why it's imperative that before you sign any agreement with a prospective debt collection agency, you get them to verify exactly how they handle disputed debts. If they don't laugh in your face, they'll tell you in a matter-of-fact tone that debt collection agencies don't deal with disputed debts, or that they do, but it'll cost you more, much more. If this is the response you hear, my advice is hang up the phone immediately. They clearly don't have your best interests in mind. Now, despite the overwhelming majority of Auckland debt collection agencies having nothing to do with disputed debts, you'll be glad to hear that there are a handful that are geared to manage disputes on your behalf at no additional charge. So once more, the take-home message is only deal with debt collection agencies that have systems in place to deal with both genuine and bogus disputes without charging you extra for it. As I say, this one's a biggie. Okay, that's 2 questions that'll save you an enormous amount of time, money, and grief. However, there's one question above all others that if you asked no other question would instantly separate the diamonds from the dust when it comes to revealing which debt collection agencies in Auckland best meet your needs. So the third and most revealing question to ask a prospective debt collection agency is,